We are suffering. As a nation, we are suffering. As a church, we are suffering. We are always in prayer. We are in prayer because people send us lots of prayer requests. And these prayer requests have to do with lifestyle illnesses. People have cancer, they have high blood pressure, their cholesterol is high, they have diabetes. All these lifestyle diseases are plaguing us. What exactly is happening and what can we do? Yes.
Thank you, Carol. From the name itself, lifestyle diseases, you'll definitely understand what they are. It's about our lifestyle. What do you eat? How do you live your life? Are you looking after your body? Lifestyle diseases are literally what are you putting in your body and what risk factors do you have? Now, I think as a nation, we are very fearful and reserved. We do not take care of ourselves. We eat what we like. We don't have time to exercise, to work out. Allegedly, don't have time to do any of that. And the reason why you're hearing more of these lifestyle diseases coming up is when you look around, today, in fact, when you leave church, please take a look at the queues at Burger King. Take a look at the queues at KFC. You'll have no place to stand. You know why? Because we like it. We like burgers. We like fried chicken. And we do it almost every Sunday. Or there are people who do it more than once a week. Were these things there before? We didn't have them, fortunately. I think even as a child, I remember the most we used to do was a Sunday chips. You know, you're so excited to leave church and just have chips once a week. And you share with your siblings, even that chips. So nowadays, you'll find a kid sitting somewhere having a few burgers to themselves, plus chips, plus chicken, plus soda. Lifestyle. Yeah.
Wow, that's scary. I have seen myself in those things that you were saying there. So what do we do? Okay, here we are. We are here. We are not denying, we are confessing, we are here. What should we do? What do we do?
I think that is the first step, accepting that we are here. Because most times we're in denial. You'd say no, but we do it only once a week. It's not that bad. I'm glad we are at the stage of acceptance. And now we just need to be very conscious about what we do. If it helps you to write it down in a diary, do it. How many times have you had junk food this week? Make it intentional. Everything about our lives is intentional. You don't put in intention, you go nowhere. The other thing is, yes, we are here. How many of us go for checkups? Every year. A handful. The rest of us, we are living by faith? Yeah. Okay, so it's not a habit we have had, I think, as a population, as a nation, that, I would wake up, I am fine, I'm doing so well, but then I'm just walking to the hospital to go and have, myself checked. Why not? Because I'll tell you, for example, cholesterol, you will feel nothing. You will not have a headache, you will not have joint pains, you will not have fever, you'll be going about your business. But then one day we hear, so-and-so collapsed. Oh no, what happened? We don't know. And guess what? One of the arteries was blocked by cholesterol. And they were fine. They were not unwell. And I must also demystify the fact that cholesterol and your physical body weight have nothing to do with each other. Nothing. You could be skinny and have high cholesterol. You could be fat and not have high cholesterol. Yeah. So all the skinny people walking around and demonizing the rest of us, please go and get checked. Yeah, cholesterol. This is especially cancer month, breast cancer. Please go and get checked. For something like breast cancer, you don't even need some sophisticated tests. All you need is self-breast exam. And that you have to take it upon yourself to learn how to do it. Because that's something you can do in your house in less than 5 minutes at any given point. And you're able to pick out something quite early. And things like cervical cancer, I know pap smear is a raw nerve for most ladies. It's uncomfortable, it's intrusive. I mean, it's not a nice thing. And unfortunately, we've not been able to come up with a better way of doing it. And so we're still doing it the old-fashioned way. But it's 10 minutes of discomfort versus a lifetime of cancer. Yeah, so it's really more expensive to not do it. And this month, actually, wherever you look, there are offers. Everything is discounted in celebration. And so please take advantage.
All right, we hear you loud and clear. Prevention is better than cure. We need to
Always.
get checked. We need to just take charge of that. Yes. In the spirit of taking charge, Brenda, I walk 10 kilometers every morning in my head. In my head, I walk. I told people here last week we are Kipchoge and all of that. And in the spirit of confession, I did not do a thing. If I have so many excuses, I don't have time, the gym is so expensive. I mean, help me, us, help us. What can we do? Practically, what can we do?
I think these excuses are an illusion. They don't really exist because they're actually exercises you can do from the comfort of your home. You see, like running outside, it's free. If you buy a skipping rope and skip, like for the whole year, that will cost you like, I think, 200 shillings, 300 shillings. And you'll skip for the entire year. I think it's just an illusion. And then everything else has been prioritized in the expense of our health. And our health is really a priority. So we really have to take charge. It's as personal as it can get. You have to decide, because we can talk the whole day, give you advice the whole day, watch inspirational videos the whole day, but at the end of the day, if you do not decide, then really there's no use if you think about it. It's a personal decision. Yeah.
So it's a matter of where we've placed our priorities.
Yeah, your priorities.
Yeah. So
you need to recheck those.
Okay. Yeah. You need to reflect and
Yes.
see. Yes. Watu wa V8 versus watu wa 1GB, I hope you can hear the message over there. My other question is, there's so much pain associated with exercise. So it's painful. Why? Why is it? Eating is so easy and painless. What pain is to just tell us?
Well, the pain is real for sure. But the thing is, when you start exercising and then you stop, the muscles, when you take time before you exercise again, your muscles have to tear so that they can rebuild stronger ones. And that's where the pain comes in. But if you are really consistent and you stick to it, really, unless of course, there's pain associated when, like, you increase your intensity. And that's a good thing. Pain is good when it comes to exercise. It's not the devil. It's a good thing because you're building stronger muscles, and stronger muscles will keep you away from diseases like osteoporosis. It will keep you away from lifestyle diseases, and that's what we are looking. Well, it's like a bone. Maybe, Dr. you can expound on that. It's bone related. Maybe you can.
That's thinning of your bones. Especially if you don't eat well, calcium, maybe you don't drink milk, you don't do dairy. Yeah, so your bones thin and you might get bone breakages that are not due to a fall or an injury. Yeah, so you just wake up one day with a broken bone.
Okay, this is a heavy conversation. I don't know why I was put in this place at this time, but here I am. Brenda, can it, a message comes to me. We are not told it would be easy, but we're told it would be worth it. I'm trying to convince self. Can it really be done at home? When we look online, we see people at gyms and with equipment. And can we really do it at home?
I tend to think that the gym is overrated. I mean, it's a good thing. If you can go, then well and good for you. But that should not be an excuse. I don't know, I can't afford it, or I don't have the best Nike shoes or whatever, you can really do squats. If you can sit comfortable, you can actually squat. And squat is like a 90 degrees thing. You just go down and up. And that you can do it even in your bedroom, even in the toilet. If you are going to the toilet, you can do it for like 30 seconds before you do your business. As in, it's overrated and it's complex. It exists in our head, but you can actually do it. There are things we like to call plyometrics, whereby you take a regular exercise, like let's say squats or push-ups, and then you add a jump. And what this does is that it increases your heart rate, and that's good because that in return burns fat. So plyometrics are really good. The internet is good. It has like 5-minute exercises whereby you do high intensity interval training. You do like a vigorous exercise for like 20 seconds. Let's say you jump squat or you jump rope or you run outside. Sprinting is really good. And the thing is, when you do a certain exercise for long, let's say you're walking your dog for like 6 months, I mean, at the end of the day, your body won't really be able to realize it's working out. So you really need to progress in your workout so that you don't hit a plateau with your body. And you need also to do exercises that we call them anaerobic exercises, whereby the oxygen demand exceeds the oxygen supply, and it leaves you panting, and that's good. So these are things like high-intensity interval training, jump rope, whereby you do them really fast for like 20 seconds, rest for like 20 seconds, and then do them all over again for like 5 minutes. I mean, everyone has 5 minutes in 24 hours.
All right. Man, she makes it look so easy. Yeah. Some of us, there are obstructions in the middle where when you try to, we will talk about that. Dr. Tigist, you've told us to go and get checked, and you've told us to inform ourselves that we may be able to take charge. But there's so much fear. There is just so much fear. We don't want to go and get checked. Why are we afraid, and yet we are believers? And from Genesis to Revelation, we are told, do not be afraid, do not fear, I am with you. We are afraid, and that's the honest truth. What makes us that way?
I think it's the fear of unknown. Like I said, when you wake up in the morning and you feel like your body is functioning, why go look for trouble? Why would I want to go to the doctor and and I'm told now, I find 5, 6 problems that I probably thought I didn't have. But guess what? You did. It was there. You just didn't know. And so the doctor is not giving you new things. It's things that are already in your body. And in this case, I can assure you, ignorance is not bliss. It will cost you. You know why? You do a pap smear today, and you find that you have very early stage cervical cancer. Do you know what that means? It can completely be cured. Simple surgery, you're done. No more cancer. But guess what? Early stage cervical cancer doesn't give you any symptom. Nothing. You will be just going about your business. The only time when you get to stage 3 and stage 4 is now when you start realizing something is not right with your body. And unfortunately, at that point, there's nothing we can do. Do you see the difference? So do you want to go for checkup? Yeah? I'll tell you a story, and I think maybe my passion for helping people get to know this comes from my mom. She, in 2013, of course, in a true Kenyan fashion, she never went for any checkup. Her children forced her to go. She was, I guess, quite unfortunate. Her daughter is a doctor. And so I dragged her to the doctors, and she was very persistent that there's nothing wrong with her. She's quite fine, and she doesn't even understand, this madness of people saying, oh, go for checkup. Old people usually tell you, in our time, there was no such thing as checkup. What is this new thing that you people are talking about? So anyway, we forced her to go, and guess what? She had early stage ovarian cancer. Was she well? Yeah, but was she actually well? Yeah, so she didn't know at all. And so that actually yes, it puts a strain on you. You fear. Of course, when someone mentions cancer, the first thing that probably comes to your mind is it's fatal, it's expensive, I'm dying, this is it. It's not. But it's only deathly and fatal if you let it progress further than it should. Breast cancer and cervical cancer are things that we are seeing so much of these days, and even ovarian cancer. Ladies, get checked. Men, you're not excluded. Breast cancer, men get breast cancer. I hope you know this. Yeah? So it's not a women thing. Get checked. Prostate, I know the fear. I know the fear of prostate examination. No, we don't do that anymore. Yeah, it's just a blood test. A blood test. I need to make this very clear. Have no fear. Go and get checked. If anyone tells you otherwise, look for me.
All right, hearing you loud and clear, I think the greatest gift we can give ourselves at this point is to go and get checked. Already, we were gifted. We've been gifted with the gift of life by He who gives us life. Can we now gift ourselves the gift of a healthy life? So let us go and get checked. Okay. Brenda, what do you want to tell God's people?
That we were bought at a price. Our bodies are the temple of the Lord. And so it's up to us to really take care of our bodies. So you have to make up your mind today. We have to be, everything really, if you think about it, is interconnected. If you exercise, there's a feel-good hormone that's produced and you're happy and you're able to make good choices even with your food. And if you make good choices with your food, your health is sorted. And if your health is sorted, you're physically present even to perform the tasks and the work of God. So everything is really holistic. It's like holistic wellness, really, if you think about it. Everything is interconnected. So let's take care of our bodies, our mental health, our physical health, and even our spiritual health, because everything is interconnected. And then also, there's a myth that I hear a lot that you can spot reduce, because people come and they tell you, oh, because the stomach tends to be a very problematic area, and they say, I want to lose stomach fat and everything else to remain the same. That is a big myth. You can't really tell your body where to lose fat, and sometimes even the stomach is the last to go. So you have to really stick to a healthy diet. Diet is like, just to echo her words, is like 90%. Exercise just comes to like polish everything up, but you have to stay away from a lot of processed foods, and this is like a taboo topic. People don't really like to be told what to eat, but the truth is, if you eat a lot of simple carbohydrates, this is a lot of sugar, a lot of junk, bread, and all these things, then at the end of the day, you're going to pack up on that weight. So everything really is just balance. 80% of the time, as long as you eat healthy, do the right thing, the other 20% of the time, because you're human, you can do whatever it is that you want so that you can be able to stay sane as well. Yeah.
We were bought at a price.
Yes.
I think it behooves us we're here to fulfill our purpose, our destinies, and what God created us to do. I think it calls upon us to then look after the bodies in which this purpose and destiny is being packaged and carried. Because if we understand why God put us here, for a reason, to glorify Him, and to do that through our vocations, our passions, if our bodies are not able to enable us to do that, and if it is us who have not played our part, then we will not have failed our purpose and the homework that we have been given in this way. Is that it? Yes. Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, you have heard the ladies. They have spoken. We have work to do. You're very quiet and very reflective. I think this is a very serious conversation. So let's go away from here knowing that we must get checked. Really, we must look after our bodies. We are what we eat. We must exercise and keep well. Right? Right. Let's give a round of applause to the ladies. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.